going on? John Boy's Pro Wash. Hope y'all having a good day. We're getting our day started today on from what I could tell, a pretty big house wash. I'm doing something today I've never done. I've given out estimates before, and they be, maybe 20 miles away, and I'll just say, hey, could you shoot me a couple pictures of the house to show it to me? And then even one guy I was just like, you're going to be too far out, because it was like a house wash or whatever, and he really wanted us to do it for some reason. So I had him send me pictures, and I give him a quote. And I didn't do that with this customer. I should have. Now that I think about it, I should have just said, hey, but she's an agent, real estate agent, and it was for a customer's house. So I looked it up. One picture, the house looks like an overgrown foreclosure that we used to do work on, and the other one looks like the yard's mowed and everything's kept. One of them has like a deck on the front porch, or like a deck for a porch, and then the other one didn't have nothing. And I looked back and forth on the pictures, and they were the same house. So but what I'm getting at is, all I'm doing is going off of Google and Realtor.com, because there's only one picture like on Realtor and Zillow or whatever it's called. So I'm going up here. I priced the house. I was able to measure it off, and whether there's a deck there or not, give them a price. They wanted it done pretty quickly. I guess they're trying to sell the house for a client. But first time I've not seen actual pictures of the house. Well, that's a good thing. I see a pressure washing company here at a house, and as I go by this house all the time, it's always green, so they're getting their house washed this morning. But trust me, even though there's a ton of people mowing where I live, there's more and more people starting to wash. But as you drive around, I don't know if 50 companies could wash all the houses and roofs around here. But either way, I feel it's just our job to try to make sure we get them all, get all that we can, close all the prospects. But I'm going up here to this house today, not seeing actual pictures, just seeing what's online. And I don't know if vinyl's hanging from it. I don't know if electrical outlets are hanging out. I do know that nobody lives in it, and I do know there's water. I did ask that. But I think I was able to give them a pretty good estimate from measuring it in Google. So I'm going up there today to get started. We got a house wash here, and then off our website the other day, we got a deck wash for a guy. And it's going to be a really simple job, probably just downstream it. I think he has some green around his grill area, and some of the furniture they have is kind of green out there. They were supposed to move everything. The grill's hooked up to gas, and he wasn't going to unhook that, so I'll just have to roll it out of the way. Nothing big. He told me they was able to get most of it moved. Hopefully they did. It's a lot easier to clean one when they're empty than when you got to move stuff around. But either way, we got those two jobs today to do. And but anyway, I'm going to hop off here, and I'll show you what this house looks like when I get there. Alright, definitely been empty for a while. Here's your money shot right here. This is where I'll be doing a time lapse. You can tell this house has been a long time. You can tell. I mean, this looks like a foreclosure. Grass way overgrown. House is pretty rough. Pretty rough. You got some different vinyl here, so that's good. They're cleaning inside here, and so I'm gonna have to have them shut them windows there and on the side and the door until somebody came up here and threw grass all over it. Wow. This house is pretty rough. I mean, it's gonna clean good. Air conditioner is buried. Definitely take note of that and that and that. Let's just lift it up a little. Something's been eating good. Got a pretty high spot here. I get all that washed up. They said the house does have water, so we'll see. Definitely not a winner, but it'll definitely look better once we're done. So let me come out here and get a full shot picture so I can get started with what I gotta do. And this is a big house, so I just let it go. But we'll be able to shoot all that from the ground easily. Shoot that. Got some staining here. Looks like some from light fixtures or something. Eggs, plants, something. But yeah, deck's bad shape. Wash it. Alright, let's pull some hoses and get with it. Guys, what's going on? It is a cold morning here in Tennessee. So yesterday my pressure washer took a dump. Bought that one to hook the downstream injector up. This came with the pressure washer. Let's take its mask off. This came with it, so I just had to go buy that nipple. Luckily Lowe's had it. I took 3 times. I use 50-50 mix almost all the time, and the last few times I don't know what went wrong, but I ran it too hot. But this one would have been great if it would have been hotter. This one is, I sprayed this side of the house and this, and then that corner I sprayed all that at the same time. And if you watch the time-lapse video, this right here was clean and this wasn't. I had to wash it, rinse it, wash it, rinse it, and wash it and rinse it again 3 times to get it to look like it does. This house isn't the best in the world, but they're trying to get it ready to sell, and so it's a big house, and the yard is amazing. But came back today and actually pressure washed all this with pressure. First time I've done that in a while. Got this deck cleaned up. It was full of green algae. Got it ready to be painted. And but yeah, this was it today. Cold morning. I had to finish up. Yesterday I ran around ragged, but when I first got here I didn't know if I was going to be able to get to those peaks, and luckily the wind would be blowing in the right direction, and I was. So it all worked out. But anyway, that was today.